Hello, and welcome back to my world of December daily junk journal madness. If you're new to this channel, my name is Bree from 1134 Press, where we share bookmaking, journaling, and papercraft inspiration to help you document your life. So right now, my craft obsession has been around getting prepared for December daily junk journal challenge. Last week, we posted a video where we decorated the signatures for our daily journaling challenge. So this week we are going to bind the pages. So the journal prompts that we'll be getting into for the month of December went live on our Facebook group. If you're not part of our Facebook group, the link to join is down below. And if you're not into Facebook, there will also be information in the description on how you can participate in the journaling challenge. And I know we all have a lot going on. There was just Thanksgiving if you are living in the States, and there's still plenty of Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa gifts to buy and people to check off on your list. So this journaling challenge is definitely low stakes. There is time to join. So don't feel pressured if you don't have all of your ephemera together or your book together. Take your time, it's fine. But I digress. Onward to the binding style. So if the concertina in French link stitch had a baby, it would be this binding style that I tried, which was inspired by the bookmaker Danny Barbara, who's on Instagram if you want to check her out. Very inspiring. Because this was my first time doing this style of binding, I didn't feel comfortable calling this a tutorial. Mistakes were made, to say the least. But overall, I'm happy with the way the book turned out. I chose this style of binding for 3 reasons. The first being that I wanted the book to be case-bound, which means that I wanted the text block to attach to the cover without sewing directly onto the cover. So no exposed thread like what we're used to seeing with junk journals. The second reason was because I didn't want to glue an end page onto the first page of the signature. As you can see, it's pre-decorated, and gluing an end page would ruin the aesthetic of the page. Junk journals tend to bulk up when you're doing a lot of layers in your entry, which led me to the third reason why I chose this binding style, and that is because sewing the signatures onto the concertina will give extra space for the inevitable bulk, which hopefully will prevent my journal from splaying open once it's full. Knowing what I wanted and didn't want for the function and aesthetic of my journal helped guide my decision on how to bind the book. Using these filters has always led me to try new techniques and binding styles, and maybe you'd like to try something new for your journal this December. As mentioned earlier, this isn't a tutorial on how to bind in this style. If you'd like to learn how to do the French link stitch, which is the basis of the binding, I recommend heading over to C. Lemon's channel for a thorough tutorial. The main issue that I came up against with this binding style was keeping the thread tight. Some signatures are looser than others, which may pose a problem for the future, but I'm sure that with more practice with this binding style, I'll get better at it. I had never tried cutting fabric through my die cut machine before until I made this little ornament. I had this beautiful printed ribbon and couldn't find a way to incorporate it as a whole, so I was thankful for that strike of imagination when I pulled out my die cutter. Lately, my Instagram feed has been flooded with embroidery artists, which inspired me to throw my fabric into a little hoop to sew in some red thread. I have a feeling that I'll be incorporating more stitching in my future journaling projects. Before this year, I never really considered myself a Christmas or holiday person, but getting prepared for this junk journal challenge has really gotten me into the spirit. When you get a chance to look at the prompts, you'll see that they're not very Christmas focused, but the motifs are definitely inspired by the warm holiday vibes that come from the season. I tried hard to make the prompts palatable to most styles of journaling so that you can interpret them as you see fit. I've avoided journaling challenges in the past because of the pressure to be consistent. I'm definitely going to do every prompt in this challenge for December, but I also wanted you all to be able to have a choice to participate casually, but still have fun creating with the prompts. I am so looking forward to creating and sharing with you in December. I hope you all have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.